If you are a fan of the classic TV show MASH, you might think you know everything about it. However, there's a lot that the producers kept hidden from viewers. Behind the scenes, things were not always smooth. Some actors had secret disagreements that almost affected the show's continuity. For example, tensions between certain cast members led to scenes being rewritten or cut altogether. Additionally, some episodes faced last-minute changes because of controversial content or censorship issues. There were also hidden messages placed intentionally by writers, which many fans missed, adding layers of meaning to the comedy and drama. Some episodes almost never aired because of fears over political sensitivity or public reaction, but producers fought to keep them in the lineup. Various Easter eggs, small clues or jokes buried in the scripts, were included to reward observant viewers, but most fans overlooked these hidden details. There were also behind-the-scenes struggles with network executives who pushed for edits or alterations, often clashing with the creative team. As we delve into these secrets, it becomes clear that the surface story only shows part of what really happened during the making of MASH. The show had a complex history that fans rarely heard about. Now, let's take a closer look at the truths the producers kept under wraps, revealing the real story behind it. Because you requested a detailed and lengthy text about the origin of the 1972 TV series MASH based solely on the provided summary, I will explain the background of its creation. MASH is a well-known television series that was inspired by a novel published in 1968 called MASH, a novel about three army doctors. This novel was written by Richard Hooker, which was actually a pen name for Dr. H. Richard Hornberger. Dr. Hornberger was a real person who worked as a surgeon in the military during the Korean War. His experiences during this time served as the main inspiration for the story. The novel reflected his observations and the challenges faced by soldiers and medical staff in wartime. The story focused on three Army doctors working in a mobile Army surgical hospital, or MASH, which was a mobile medical unit providing surgical care in war zones. Because of its distinctive mix of humor and serious themes, the novel caught the attention of many readers. Later, the creators adapted this story into a television series that first aired in 1972. The show kept the core elements of the novel but expanded on the characters and their interactions, making it a groundbreaking series that balanced comedy and drama while highlighting the realities of war. The series became very popular and is remembered for its sharp wit, memorable characters, and social commentary. Its roots in Hornberger's own experiences gave the show authentic insight into the life of military doctors during wartime. The creators carefully drew inspiration from the novel and Hornberger's background, ensuring that the series maintained a connection to real events and emotions experienced during the Korean War. This rich history and authentic roots contributed to the success and enduring legacy of MASH as a television series. In the 1972 TV series MASH, Corporal Maxwell Klinger was a memorable character brought to life by actor Jamie Farr. Originally, the character was created with the idea of being a gay man who would appear in only one episode. The creators had a specific plan to introduce Klinger as a simple comic character with limited significance to the overall story. However, as the show developed, the character's personality, humor, and depth became apparent, and audiences responded very positively to him. The writers saw that Klinger was more than just a comic figure. He had layers that made him relatable and interesting. As a result, the character was given more screen time and became a regular part of the series. Klinger's presence helped break stereotypes about gay men on television during that time, showing instead a lively, sympathetic, and multi-dimensional person. His humorous antics and unique personality made him a favorite among fans, and he contributed to the show's success by adding diversity and depth to the ensemble cast. Over time, Klinger's character became an important symbol of acceptance and challenge to societal cliches, proving that even characters initially intended for minor roles could leave a lasting impact. The character's development reflected the series' ability to grow beyond initial concepts and showcase characters that resonate with viewers on multiple levels. Jamie Farr's portrayal of Klinger brought warmth and humor to the show, making him a beloved character who helped shape the story's blend of comedy and serious themes about war, human nature, and social issues. His journey from a one-episode guest to a regular character exemplifies how good storytelling can transform simple ideas into memorable television moments that endear themselves to audiences for generations. Many fans of the television series MASH remember Radar's teddy bear as a special symbol of the show's warmth and innocence. The teddy bear was more than just a toy. It captured the kindness and gentle nature of Radar, one of the beloved characters. Because of its significance, the teddy bear was auctioned in 2005 for more than $144,000. This high price showed how much the memorabilia from the show meant to fans and collectors, proving that the series left a lasting impression on many people. At the same time, the show faced a different kind of controversy related to its sound and presentation. The creators of MSH initially did not want a laugh track to be used during the show's filming. They believed that the humor and the moments of the series should be enjoyed without added sound cues. However, CBS, the network that aired the show, strongly insisted on adding a laugh track to the episodes. The laugh track was meant to make the audience at home feel like they were part of a live studio audience, which was common in television at that time. As the series progressed, the creators' wishes started to change. Over time, they managed to phase out the laugh track, making the show feel more natural and realistic. Later reruns of MSH, especially those aired on the BBC, were shown without the laugh track. This allowed viewers to experience the humor more directly and genuinely without the artificial sounds. This change was appreciated by many fans who felt that the show's finest moments were best enjoyed without added cues, making the comedy and drama feel more authentic and heartfelt. In the 1972 TV series MASH, the casting of Asian roles became an interesting aspect of the show's production. Due to a shortage of Korean actors, the producers of the series decided to cast actors from various Asian ethnic backgrounds to portray Korean characters. This decision led to the involvement of prominent actors such as Rosalind Kao, Mako Iwamatsu, Pat Morita, and Soon-taek. These actors, although not of Korean descent, brought their talents to the roles they were assigned, contributing to the series' diverse portrayal of characters. While the lack of Korean actors was a significant challenge at the time, these actors provided memorable performances that helped the show gain its lasting impact and appeal. They skillfully navigated the complex roles given to them, playing characters that ranged from soldiers to civilians, and contributed to the authentic yet diverse representation of the Korean War era. This aspect of the casting process became a distinctive feature of the series, highlighting the difficulties of accurately representing the Korean context with a limited pool of actors from that specific ethnic background. The performances of Kao, Iwamatsu, Morita, and are still remembered today as an integral part of the show's success and cultural legacy. McLean Stevenson initially wanted to play Hawkeye in the TV series MASH, but he was ultimately cast as Colonel Henry Blake. His portrayal of Colonel Blake was full of warmth and humor, making the character one of the most beloved on the show. Stevenson's version of Blake, a good-natured, somewhat bumbling leader, provided a sense of levity in the midst of the war drama. His character's interactions with others, especially with Hawkeye and Trapper, added depth to the show, balancing the darker themes with moments of laughter and camaraderie. The chemistry between the actors contributed to the success of the series and made Colonel Blake a standout character. Over the course of MASH's 11-year run, the aging of the actors became noticeable, reflecting the passing of time and the effects of war. Despite the fact that the Korean War, the setting for the show, lasted only 3 years, the aging process of the characters added a layer of realism to the series. As the actors grew older, their physical changes mirrored the emotional and psychological toll that war takes on those involved. This subtle aging process allowed the audience to see the lasting effects of their experiences, adding depth and authenticity to the show. The aging of the cast members, combined with the ongoing challenges faced by their characters, created a powerful narrative about the impact of war that resonated with viewers. Many guest stars who appeared on MASH later became well-known actors, showing how the show helped launch or boost careers. Ron Howard, who appeared in the series, went on to become a famous director and actor. Shelley Long, known for her comedy roles, made her mark through her guest appearances. Lawrence Fishburne, who later gained fame for his powerful performances in movies, also appeared on the show. John Ritter, recognized for his comedy and acting skills, made a guest appearance that fans still remember. Patrick Swayze, who became a major movie star, acted in some episodes, demonstrating the show's strong connection to future talent. These appearances highlight how MASH was more than just a TV series. It was a platform for talented actors to showcase their skills early in their careers, alongside the many guest stars Alan Alda played a crucial role in shaping the show's character and tone. Alda was not only an actor but also a talented director, guiding 31 episodes. His directing helped bring a unique style and insight to the series. In addition to directing, Alda wrote 13 episodes, adding his wit and intelligence to the stories. This combination of acting, directing, and writing gave MASH a special depth that set it apart from other shows. Alda's contributions helped make the series both funny and serious, and his work contributed to its lasting success and popularity. Through his efforts, the show became a classic that remains loved by viewers long after it ended. His leadership behind the scenes helped create a balance of humor, drama, and humanity that continues to resonate with audiences today. Seeing the 1972 TV series MASH unfold, viewers could tell that the actors brought a special sense of authenticity to their roles. Jamie Farr and Alan Alda, in particular, drew heavily from their own military experiences, which added a layer of realism that many shows lack. Their first-hand knowledge helped make the portrayal of soldiers more genuine, showing both the hardships and humor of life in a war zone. Their personal backgrounds gave depth to their characters, making scenes more believable and emotional for the audience. Meanwhile, Wayne Rogers, who played Trapper John, had a different kind of arrangement. He never signed a formal contract for the show, which meant he could leave whenever he wanted, without being tied down. This gave him a lot of freedom in choosing whether to continue. Despite this flexible contract, Rogers was very dedicated to his role. His commitment kept him on the show, and he worked hard to make his character believable and engaging. His dedication and the actor's background helped the show become a hit, with viewers feeling connected to the characters because they seemed real. Both the authentic portrayals and the flexible contract arrangements contributed to the show's success and to making it a lasting part of television history. The combination of real military experience and actor commitment made MASH stand out from other shows about war, helping it resonate with audiences for years. Initially, the writers of the 1972 television series MASH faced challenges in naming the characters, which led them to get creative and use names from the military's phonetic alphabet, such as Oscar, Charlie, and Frank. They also drew inspiration from the roster of the 1977 California Angels baseball team, adding a unique twist to how they chose character names. This approach gave the show a distinctive and sometimes humorous tone, as it connected the characters to real-life references and military terminology. Meanwhile, one of the most shocking moments in the series was the unexpected death of Henry Blake, the base commander. The writers decided to kill off Henry's character in a surprising plot development. What made this moment even more astonishing was that neither the cast nor the audience knew it would happen until the script was filmed. This created a genuine feeling of shock and emotional impact as viewers saw Henry Blake's character meet his unexpected fate on screen. The scene became one of the most memorable and talked about moments in TV history, illustrating how the show's writers used real surprises to keep viewers engaged and deepen the emotional stakes of the series. This combination of creative character naming and bold storytelling choices contributed to MASH's enduring legacy and popularity, making it a landmark show in television history. The use of unconventional naming tactics and the dramatic death of Henry Blake showcased the show's willingness to blend humor with serious moments, emphasizing the unpredictable nature of war and life itself. These decisions helped the show stand out from other sitcoms and dramas of that era, and they remain notable even now. In the 1972 TV series MASH, one notable episode labeled Preventive Medicine stands out because it was inspired by real-life arguments and situations. This episode focused on an unusual and controversial plot where Hawkeye and BJ, two of the show's main characters, began to think about removing a colonel's healthy appendix. Their idea was to prevent him from going back to the dangerous front lines where he might be exposed to combat and harm. The episode explored the moral and ethical questions surrounding medical decisions and whether it was right to perform surgery on a healthy person just to keep them safe from danger. It also highlighted how medical professionals sometimes face difficult choices and the conflicts that can arise between their duty to help and their personal opinions. The storyline was based on real arguments and debates that doctors and surgeons might have encountered in war zones or military hospitals, where resourcefulness and tough decision-making were critical. Throughout the episode, viewers saw the tension between the desire to protect soldiers and the respect for their bodies and health. The characters debated whether the surgery was justified and whether it was their place to make such decisions. This plot added depth and realism to the show by reflecting real concerns faced in wartime medicine, especially when resources and time were limited and every action had serious consequences. The episode Preventive Medicine thus showed how the characters grappled with complex ethical dilemmas, making the show not only entertaining but also thought-provoking. It brought attention to the real struggles faced by military medical personnel who had to make quick and sometimes tough choices during a time of war. Immediately, Loretta Swit's portrayal of Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan in the 1972 TV series MASH marked a significant change in how women were seen on television. At first, her character appeared as a strict and sometimes bossy nurse, but over the seasons, she grew into a strong and caring leader who showed compassion for the soldiers and her fellow staff. This transformation helped break traditional stereotypes, and her performance earned her 2 Emmy Awards, celebrating her talent and the depth she brought to the role. Swit's Hot Lips became more than just a minor character. She became a symbol of strength and resilience, inspiring many viewers and becoming a memorable part of the show's success. Meanwhile, the cast of MASH did something special behind the scenes. They buried a real-time capsule on set, which was meant to hold items representing the time and the show. This capsule was a way for the cast and crew to leave a piece of history, capturing the spirit of the series for future generations. However, when the land where the set was located was sold after the series ended, the capsule was accidentally discovered by a worker. Alan Alda, the star and a producer of the show, was immediately informed of the find. Demonstrating kindness and humility, Alda allowed the worker who found the capsule to keep the artifact, meaning it was not kept as a museum piece but instead became a personal keepsake for someone involved in the show's history. This act of generosity reflected the camaraderie among the cast and crew, showcasing how the show's legacy extended beyond television and into real life. The discovery of the capsule and Swit's acclaimed performance as Hot Lips remain important parts of the show's legacy, illustrating both its cultural impact and the memorable moments created behind and in front of the camera, starting with the fact that only 1 episode of MASH was ever rejected by CBS, which shows how careful the network was about the content broadcast to the public. This particular episode dealt with soldiers who wanted to go home, and it was considered unpatriotic and too critical of the military. Because of these issues, the network decided not to air it, showing how sensitive the topic was at the time, and reflects the military's influence on television content during the early 1970s. Despite this, the series as a whole was known for its ability to blend humor with serious issues, making viewers think about the realities of war while also providing entertainment. Moving to the final episode of MASH, titled Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen. It is remembered as one of the most significant TV moments ever. It aired on February 28, 1983, and set a record by becoming the most watched TV episode at that time. Over 125 million people watched the finale, a number that highlights how much the show meant to the audience. The episode brought closure to the stories of the characters, wrapping up the series after an 11-year run that started in 1972. It was a powerful end that honored the show's mix of comedy and drama, and it left a lasting impression on television history. This finale not only marked the end of a beloved series, but also demonstrated its importance in American culture, as millions of viewers tuned in to see how the story would conclude. Despite the small setback with the rejected episode, MASH's overall impact was profound, showing that a TV series could challenge viewers and address serious issues while still drawing huge audience. The television series MASH, which aired for 11 years from 1972 to 1983, remains a landmark in television history for its ambitious blend of comedy, drama, and social commentary set against the backdrop of the Korean War. The series, centered around the staff of the 4077 Mobile Army Surgical Hospital, was celebrated for its sharp humor, memorable characters, and its ability to explore profound themes such as the horrors of war, human resilience, and morality. Many fans and critics alike hold a nostalgic fondness for the early years of MASH, viewing them as a period of genuine humor and character-driven storytelling. The initial 3 years, in particular, are often regarded as some of the show's best, capturing the antics of doctors like Hawkeye Pierce and Trapper John McIntyre, whose comedic chemistry and irreverent approach to their work provided consistent laughs. During this phase, the show was primarily focused on the humorous side of hospital life, with characters engaging in playful banter and absurd situations which endeared them to audiences. However, as the series progressed, A notable shift in tone and focus became evident. The later seasons saw the show gradually lean into more serious issues, with episodes increasingly centered around social messages and moral dilemmas. Critics and viewers have noted that this transition reflected a slow, steady decline in humor and entertainment value. Some describe this as a move away from the comedic charm that initially defined the series, towards episodes that were more preachy and simplistic, emphasizing social commentary at the expense of comedic pacing. This decline is often marked by key cast changes that signaled a new era for MASH. The departure of beloved characters such as Henry Blake and Trapper John McIntyre marked significant turning points. These characters' exit was sometimes considered the beginning of the show's downward spiral, with their absence felt deeply by fans and critics who appreciated their roles in maintaining the show's humorous and humanistic tone. The series introduced new characters, such as Charles Winchester and B.J. Honeycutt, whose addition aimed to refresh the cast but, for some, contributed to a perceived decline in overall quality and authenticity. In addition to cast changes, the series saw the development of more issue-oriented episodes. While this shift broadened the show's scope and allowed it to explore important social topics, some viewers felt that the humor became secondary to these messages. Productions began to focus more on moral lessons and less on comedic timing, which led to criticism that the series was losing its lighthearted roots. The balance that once existed between comedy and drama was increasingly skewed, resulting in some fans feeling that the show's entertainment value diminished over time. Despite these criticisms, there were also perspectives that appreciated the show's evolution. Some argue that the seriousness and social consciousness injected into later seasons gave MASH a depth that elevated it beyond simple sitcom fare, transforming it into a poignant reflection on war and humanity. Alan Alda's increased creative influence, especially in later seasons, was seen by some as a testament to the show's desire to address complex issues, even if it meant sacrificing some of the original humor. These fans commend the series for its willingness to grow and adapt, viewing the later episodes as a necessary evolution that added layers of meaning and relevance. Moreover, the series' narrative structure evolved into a multi-character ensemble, giving screen time to peripheral characters like Igor the cook, Kelly the Hawaiian nurse, and Rizzo in the motor pool. While some appreciated these diversifications for enriching the overall fabric of the show, others felt that this shift led to a dilution of core storylines and humor, making some episodes feel more like social dramas than the comedy-drama blend that initially defined MASH. Within the fandom, a sense of loss permeates the later years, with many lamenting the departure of certain characters and the shifting tone. The decision of the cast and crew to go out on top by ending the series while it remained popular is often viewed positively, as a respectful farewell to a beloved show that had become a cultural touchstone. Nonetheless, some longtime viewers reflect wistfully on the show's early days, when the humor and camaraderie among the main characters created a unique television experience. In conclusion, MASH's legacy is a complex tapestry of comedic brilliance, social insight, and emotional depth. Its early seasons set a high standard for sitcoms blending humor with serious themes, but as the series matured, critics and fans debated whether its later years maintained the same quality or strayed too far into preachiness and issue-oriented storytelling. While some celebrated the show's evolution for its courage to confront difficult topics, others longed for the lighter, more comedic days of its initial run. Ultimately, MASH remains an iconic series that reflects both the lighter and darker aspects of human nature, leaving an indelible mark on television history and the hearts of its many viewers. As we wrap up our look at the unforgettable world of MASH, there's more to discover beyond the screen. In our bonus segment, we'll take a closer look at the cast members who brought this groundbreaking series to life. You'll find out what happened to them after the cameras stopped rolling and how their lives evolved in the years that followed. From unexpected career turns to personal triumphs and challenges, this behind-the-scenes glimpse reveals stories that may surprise you. The cast journeys are as compelling as the show itself, and you won't want to miss these revealing insights into their lives after MASH. Get ready to uncover the real stories behind these familiar faces and see how the series left a lasting mark on their futures. Stay tuned for a captivating look at the lives that shaped the legacy of this iconic series. Alan Alda's portrayal of Captain Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce in the 1972 TV series MASH was a groundbreaking performance. Alda's ability to blend humor with deep emotional moments set the tone for the show, making his character one of the most iconic in television history. As Hawkeye, he embodied the essence of a war-weary surgeon who maintained his sanity and humanity amid the chaos of the Korean War, all while delivering biting wit and an unrelenting sense of morality. His nuanced performance earned him multiple Emmy Awards, cementing his status as a gifted actor. However, Alda's career trajectory after MASH took many twists. While he maintained his success in acting, he also ventured into directing and writing. He directed and starred in several films, most notably The Four Seasons and Breezy, showcasing his talents behind the camera. Yet, behind the scenes, Alda's life was not as polished. His first marriage, to actress Arlene Alda, was a source of both strength and strain. Their relationship lasted decades, but the pressures of fame and Alda's drive for perfection often strained their connection. His personal struggles were hidden beneath his calm, articulate persona, but his battle with the effects of a private health issue, later revealed to be Parkinson's disease, painted a somber picture of his final years. Despite his diagnosis, Alda continued to work, showing resilience and a commitment to pushing through his hardships. His passion for science communication, especially through his work with the Alan Alda Center for Communicating Science, showed a man still eager to make an impact. In recent years, Alda's health continued to be a source of concern, but he remained relatively active in public life. However, his battles with illness, his ever-expanding body of work, and his ongoing quest to redefine his legacy have left fans with a sense of admiration tinged with melancholy. As of the latest updates, Alda's future in the public eye seems uncertain, though his contributions to both the arts and science communication remain unknown. G.W. Bailey's portrayal of Sergeant Luther Rizzo in the 1972 TV series MASH remains one of the show's most memorable characters. Rizzo was a hard-nosed, cynical military man who often found himself caught in the tensions between duty and the chaos surrounding him. Bailey's sharp, commanding presence and his portrayal of Rizzo's blunt humor added a significant layer to the ensemble cast, making the character stand out despite being part of an already large and diverse group. His performance made Rizzo a character people loved to hate, with Bailey showing a remarkable ability to balance comedic timing with the raw edge of a man hardened by war. Bailey's career after MASH took off with a string of television and film roles, though none as iconic as Rizzo. He appeared in series such as The Closer, where he played the gruff, seasoned detective Lieutenant Provenza, and in a range of films, from smaller indie projects to Hollywood productions. However, while his professional success continued, Bailey's personal life took a darker turn. Behind the public persona, he faced personal struggles, including a series of unfortunate events and challenges. Bailey's relationships with family members were fraught with tension, and his marriage to actress Bonnie Bailey ended in a bitter divorce. Reports of emotional distress and personal hardship began to surface, revealing a man grappling with a sense of loss and disillusionment in his private life. His struggles with addiction were also rumored, though details remained scarce. In later years, Bailey became increasingly reclusive, choosing to live away from the spotlight. His public appearances dwindled as he grappled with physical and mental health issues, although he never stopped expressing his gratitude for his fans. His last known public appearance was in 2019 at a fan event, where he seemed frail but appreciative of the people who still remembered his work. Today, there is little confirmed information about his current whereabouts, and it is uncertain whether he continues to act. His legacy, though, remains strong. G.W. Bailey is remembered as a talented and complicated individual, someone who gave much to the screen, yet faced a life full of shadows and unresolved struggle. William Christopher's portrayal of Father Francis Mulcahy in the 1972 television series MASH marked his most recognizable role, embodying a kind, gentle, and deeply compassionate chaplain amid the chaos of war. His portrayal brought a subtle complexity, blending unwavering faith with quiet personal struggle. After the show ended in 1983, Christopher sought to distance himself from the limelight, but his life was not free from hardship. Behind the scenes, he faced personal challenges that revealed a darker side of his life. Rumors of tension within his family and struggles with health issues surfaced, yet he maintained a calm exterior. His career was not without setbacks. He experienced periods of career stagnation and was often overshadowed by larger Hollywood personalities. Notably, Christopher faced criticism from some circles for his decision to keep his personal life private, leading to speculation and whispers of scandals that never fully surfaced publicly. In later years, he endured the slow decline of health, battling illnesses that limited his activity until his passing. The last known information suggests a quiet final chapter, with Christopher largely retreating from the public eye. His death marked the end of a life filled with professional achievement shadowed by personal hardship, leaving a legacy of a dedicated actor who gave a memorable performance amid challenging circumstances. Wayne Rogers gained fame as Captain Trapper John McIntyre in the 1972 television series MASH, a role that highlighted his calm demeanor and sharp wit amidst chaos. As Trapper John, he embodied the idealistic and rebellious spirit of a young surgeon caught in wartime moral conflicts. Rogers' portrayal was marked by a distinctive mix of humor and seriousness, making him a beloved figure. After MASH ended, Rogers chose to leave acting behind to pursue a career in finance, a decision that surprised many given his Hollywood success. His transition was driven by a desire for stability amid the tumult of fame. Off-screen, Rogers' life was overshadowed by personal hardships, including battles with addiction that darkened his reputation for years. Rumors circulated about secret struggles, although he rarely spoke about these publicly. His later years were more introspective, often reflecting on the toll fame and personal demons took on him. Despite a promising start, tragedy and hardship defined much of his personal journey. The last known information about Rogers indicates that he retired from public life, seeking solitude and stability away from the spotlight. His story remains one of talent marred by personal demons, a reminder of the costs hidden behind Hollywood fame. David Ogden Stiers is best known for his portrayal of Major Charles Winchester in the television series MASH, a role that showcased his sharp wit, deep voice, and commanding presence. His character was a contrast to the more comedic or sympathetic figures, often bringing a darker, more serious tone to the medical unit. Stiers' performance was widely praised for its subtlety and depth, revealing a complex personality beneath the stern exterior and highlighting themes of morality and human fragility. After MASH ended in 1983, Stiers' career took on a broader scope, including stage productions, voice acting, and film. He lent his distinctive voice to numerous animated characters, notably in Disney films, but behind the scenes, his life was shadowed by personal and professional hardships. There are whispers of struggles with health issues and a reclusive tendency later in life. His commitment to environmental causes and animal rights was well known, yet he also faced accusations of controversial statements in the social realm, which some interpret as signals of a complicated personality. The last known updates about Stiers indicate continued vocal activism and a withdrawal from the public eye before his death in 2018. His life remains one of both artistic brilliance and personal mystery, leaving a legacy intertwined with fame and hardship. Marcia Strassman's role as Nurse Margie Cutler in the 1972 television series MASH was a brief but noteworthy part of her career. Her character represented the compassionate and resilient medical staff working amidst the chaos of war, embodying both professionalism and underlying vulnerability. Strassman's portrayal brought a human face to the daily struggles of wartime medical personnel, providing a bridge between the audience and the brutal realities faced by soldiers and nurses in conflict zones. Despite the limited screen time, her performance demonstrated her ability to convey subtle emotional depth amidst an intense environment, earning her recognition in the industry. Following her stint on MASH, Strassman's career expanded into television and film, but her life was marked by personal hardships and hardships that shadowed her career achievements. She faced significant health issues, including battles with breast cancer years after her prime acting days, which she courageously fought while raising awareness about the disease. Her personal life was also troubled at times. She endured relationship struggles and financial difficulties that kept her in the public eye for reasons beyond her acting. Strassman's later years were characterized by her advocacy work, but her legacy is tinged with the darker aspects of her life struggles and resilience. The last known information about her indicates she continued her fight against illness and dedicated her remaining years to inspiring others with her bravery and openness about her health battles. Her death marked the end of a life filled with professional success shadowed by personal hardship, leaving a complex and compelling legacy. Todd Sussman served as the PA announcer for the 1972 television series MASH, a role that placed him behind the scenes but integral to the show's broadcast. His voice became a recognizable element, delivering crucial announcements and transitions that subtly shaped the viewer's experience. This position, while seemingly minor, held a certain weight in the production process, blending professionalism with the dark undercurrents often hidden within the industry's veneer. After MASH ended, Sussman's career took unpredictable turns. Rumors suggest he faced personal hardships, including struggles with mental health and financial instability, though concrete details remain scarce. Some sources hint at scandals involving controversial associations and disputes that tarnished his reputation, though verified facts are limited, deepening the mystery surrounding his life. Over the years, Sussman's absence from the public eye has fueled speculation about his possible retreats into secrecy or exile. The last known information indicates that he faded from the entertainment industry entirely, with no recent sightings or statements. This silence leaves his current whereabouts and state of well-being shrouded in darkness, prompting questions about whether he faced insurmountable challenges or simply chose to vanish from the spotlight. What remains certain is his brief but impactful role in television history, now overshadowed by the obscurity that envelops his later years. Kelly Nakahara portrayed Lieutenant Kelly Yamato RN in the 1972 television series MASH. Her role was that of a compassionate and professional nurse working in the chaos of war, providing a sense of calm and humanity amid suffering. Nakahara's depiction embodied strength and resilience, subtly highlighting the emotional toll of war while offering comfort to wounded soldiers. Her presence on the show was a steady reminder of the care and sacrifice of medical professionals during wartime. After MASH ended, Nakahara's career took a different turn. She continued to work in acting and appeared in various TV shows and films, but her life was shadowed by personal hardships and scandals that remained largely hidden from the public eye. Rumors circulated about her struggles with health issues and financial difficulties, which she kept private, fueling speculation about her true life behind closed doors. In later years, she faced accusations of misconduct, though details remain unclear, casting a dark cloud over her legacy. The last known information suggests she withdrew from public life, living quietly away from the spotlight. Her true story remains largely unknown, leaving a sense of mystery about her final years. Harry Morgan's portrayal of Colonel Sherman T. Potter in the 1972 television series MASH brought a commanding presence and a rare depth of character to television screens. Known for his calm yet firm demeanor, Morgan's Potter was the anchor of moral clarity amid chaos, embodying both military authority and compassionate care. His performance was widely praised for its balance of humor, seriousness, and underlying grief, creating a complex figure who faced moral dilemmas with introspection. Morgan's role cemented his place as a respected figure in entertainment. Yet behind the scenes, his career was marked by a quiet resilience through personal hardship in the industry. Born in 1915, Morgan's early life was shadowed by struggles with health and financial instability. His career contender was interrupted multiple times by World War II, during which he served in the Navy. Post-war, Morgan faced the challenge of breaking typecasting and gradually built a reputation in film and television. He battled industry scandals, notably rumors of a volatile temperament, and rumors linking him to internal industry disputes, though these remained largely unconfirmed. Personal hardships, including battles with depression and loneliness, shaped his life away from the spotlight, often kept private. After MASH ended, Morgan withdrew from the limelight, choosing a quieter life that was largely shrouded in mystery. Little is known about his later years, except that he remained committed to his craft until declining health. His death in 2011 marked the end of an era. Even as details faded into obscurity, his legacy persisted through the indelible mark he made on television and film. The final chapter of his story remains largely silent, but his contribution to both art and the human condition continues to resonate. Larry Linville's portrayal of Major Frank Burns in the 1972 television series MASH defined his career and left a lasting impression. His character was the strict, judgmental surgeon often at odds with others, embodying a complex blend of vanity, insecurity, and moral rigidity. This role showcased Linville's talent for blending comedy with underlying darkness, hinting at deeper personal struggles beneath the surface. After MASH ended, Linville's career faced challenges. He struggled to break free from the Frank Burns image, which limited his opportunities. He attempted film work and guest appearances but remained overshadowed by his iconic role. Off-screen, Linville's life revealed a series of personal hardships. He battled health problems, including a long struggle with kidney disease, which ultimately led to his premature death in 2000 at the age of 60. Rumors circulated about his personal life, suggesting turmoil and regret, though verified details remained scarce and cloaked in mystery. Linville was known to be intensely private, but insiders described him as a man haunted by the good and the bad of his career, wrestling with the legacy of an emblematic television character. The last confirmed details indicate he faced ongoing health issues, and his passing was met with silent reflection. The true depths of Linville's personal life remain a dark, elusive chapter. Gary Berghoff portrayed Corporal Walter Radar O'Reilly in the 1972 television series MASH, a role that defined much of his life. Radar, the young and sensitive hospital clerk, became iconic for his innocence, keen intuition, and unwavering loyalty. Berghoff brought a quiet depth to Radar, capturing the character's vulnerability beneath a composed exterior. His performance earned him critical acclaim and was a rare departure from his overall career, which remained closely tied to this role. After MASH ended, Berghoff faced a series of personal hardships rooted in a dark past of childhood abuse and ongoing struggles with addiction. His career waned as he withdrew from the limelight. Haunted by these unresolved issues, rumors of scandal surfaced in later years, though details remained murky and unconfirmed, fueling speculation about a reclusive life. Berghoff's health declined with age, and he vanished from public view, leaving many to wonder about his true state. The last verified information suggests he retreated from acting entirely, living a quiet life far removed from the fame that once defined him. His story remains a complex tapestry of talent shadowed by personal turmoil, hinting at a man who endured far more beneath the surface than fans ever realized. Mike Farrell is best known for his role as Captain B.J. Honeycutt in the 1972 television series MASH. His character was the calm, compassionate Army surgeon who replaced Hawkeye Pierce, and Farrell brought a quiet strength and moral depth to the role. His portrayal made him a recognizable figure in American television, but behind the scenes, Farrell's life has been layered with struggles and complex challenges. After the show ended, Farrell chose a path of activism, often speaking out against war and social injustices, reflecting a deep, often conflicted conscience. His career extended into advocacy, but this path was not without controversy, as he faced criticism from some who saw his outspoken views as divisive. Personal hardships shadowed his life, including health issues and the toll of maintaining a public persona that often conflicted with his private experiences. Rumors of scandals or serious personal crises have circulated, yet concrete details remain elusive, adding a layer of mystery to his life story. The last known information about Farrell suggests he has retreated from the public eye, dedicating himself to quiet reflection and activism away from the limelight. His complex journey, marked by career achievements, personal battles, and his ongoing fight for causes he believes in, remains a compelling chapter in his life story. Jamie Farr portrayed Corporal Maxwell Q. Klinger in the 1972 television series MASH. His character was known for his eccentric behavior and desperation to escape military service, often wearing women's clothing as a misguided attempt to get discharged. Farr's role added a darker, more complex layer to the show, highlighting themes of pain, desperation, and the absurdity of war. The character's constant antics masked deeper struggles, and Farr's portrayal was both humorous and tinged with underlying sadness. Off-screen, Farr's career spanned decades, yet his life was marked by personal hardships. After MASH ended, he faced financial difficulties that threatened his stability, and rumors circulated about strained relationships within the entertainment industry. Farr's life was not without scandal. He was briefly linked to controversies involving his political views and philanthropy, which attracted negative attention. Personal hardships included battles with health issues that he kept mostly private, including a significant struggle with prostate cancer. The most recent public records indicate that Farr has largely retreated from the limelight, focusing on his family and personal health. His legacy remains a mix of comedic talent and silent suffering, leaving a complex image that invites reflection on the shadows behind the celebrity facade. Timothy Brown portrayed Captain Oliver Harmon Spearchucker Jones in the 1972 television series MASH, a role that highlighted his attempt to challenge racial stereotypes by presenting a black medical officer fighting his own prejudices and struggling within a male-dominated environment. His performance was notable for its intensity and depth, bringing a rare dignity and complexity to a character rarely seen in television at the time. After the show ended, Brown's career took a darker turn. He faced a series of personal hardships, including struggles with drug addiction and mental health issues that led to periods of incarceration. His life was marked by a series of scandals, including allegations of criminal behavior and conflicts with the law, which overshadowed his earlier acting achievements. Despite these challenges, Brown was known to have shown flashes of remorse and a desire to turn his life around, but was often hindered by ongoing substance abuse issues. The most recent public records about Timothy Brown are scarce, with no confirmed information about his whereabouts or personal life after his legal troubles. Some reports suggest he might have sought a quiet life away from the spotlight, but details remain unverified. His story is a stark reminder of the volatility behind the facade of fame and the ongoing struggles many face long after the cameras stopped rolling. Loretta Swit became legendary for her portrayal of Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan in the 1972 television series MASH. Her character was known for her fiery temperament, complex emotions, and a fierce dedication to her role as a nurse in the chaos of war. Swit's portrayal brought depth and nuance to a military stereotype, turning the character into a symbol of resilience amid turmoil. Outside the screen, Swit's career extended beyond MASH, but her life was marked by personal hardships and unexpected struggles. She faced challenges with her health and had to navigate the volatile nature of Hollywood fame, which often brought public scrutiny. Rumors circulated about scandals that haunted her career, including accusations of substance abuse, which she fiercely denied, asserting they were false and damaging. Her personal life was tumultuous, with a series of difficult relationships and the emotional toll of public criticism. Later in life, Swit withdrew from the limelight, grappling with the shadows cast by her past and health issues that slowed her career. The most recent reports suggest she remains out of public view, living quietly, shrouded in mystery. Her life reflects a story of talent marred by adversity, illustrating the darker side of fame and the silent struggles behind a bright career. McLean Stevenson became famous as Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake in the 1972 television series MASH. His portrayal of Blake was notable for its warmth and humor, capturing the essence of a caring but flawed military officer. The role brought him fame, but it also defined much of his career, creating high expectations. After the show's success, Stevenson's life took a darker turn. He struggled with typecasting, feeling trapped by the same cheerful persona. His departure from MASH was due to disputes over his role's direction and contract issues, which marked the beginning of personal and professional hardships. Stevenson faced declining popularity in later projects, facing rejection and financial difficulties. Behind the scenes, rumors of substance abuse and conflicts with colleagues surfaced, revealing a man battling inner demons. His personal life was marred by failed marriages, financial problems, and health struggles. Stevenson's reputation was further damaged by allegations of misconduct, which he vehemently denied, fueling speculation about his troubled mind. The last known details reveal a man increasingly isolated, with declining health and fading fame. Stevenson's death in 1996 was sudden and surrounded by mystery, with some reports suggesting health issues that may have gone unnoticed. His life remains a complex story of fame, struggle, and resilience, leaving questions that linger after his passing. The classic TV series that first aired in 1972 remains a beloved part of television history. It combined humor and drama, telling the stories of doctors and nurses serving in the Korean War. The cast included iconic actors like Alan Alda, who played Hawkeye Pierce, and Loretta Swit as Margaret Houlihan. Over the years, the show tackled real issues such as war, loss, friendship, and resilience, often facing challenges like censorship and shifting public sentiments. Many actors faced career shifts after the series, but their work on MASH left a lasting legacy. For those who watched it during their childhood, MASH may bring back memories of laughter, tears, and lessons learned. Did you grow up watching it? What moments or characters stayed with you? We'd love to hear your stories in the comments. Reflecting on this show reminds us of the power of television to connect us to history and human spirit. Thank you for watching and sharing your memories.